home from my house. I was somewhere else. Be hitting a back/arm day in my home gym, and in terms of diet, phase 2 of the diet's been going pretty well. Abs are starting to poke out more. This is the fattest. Like my off season is like the fattest I've been since I was fat, but that's just to prove a point. A long video is gonna be coming soon, but anyways. Let's just get straight to the video. I ate quite a lot for lunch. I got lots of calories in me, and it's kind of later than usual. It's like 6-ish. I've been training earlier, but I love training at this time. So I'm gonna enjoy the workout, hit some back and arms, and then we're gonna eat a post-workout meal, and then do some cardio and go to sleep. Let's do it. Today, we're gonna be hitting a raw chest workout. So I'm gonna give you guys my chest workout that allows me to actually have a big chest, but at the same time, make it look aesthetic. And I'll be giving you guys some tips on how to actually make a nice chest, grow it, and also remove chest fat, so man boobs, because this used to be my biggest insecurity when I was fat, because my stubborn body fat was man boobs. So I'm gonna be making my pre-workout meal / lunch, and then when I let the food digest, I'm gonna be showing you guys my lunch. You guys can copy me, the macros, everything, and then I'll be giving you guys some tips. We're gonna work out, and we're gonna talk about the workout things that are good and things that are bad, best workouts, all of that. So if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you enjoyed the video, like the video down below, and if you have any questions, any concerns, whatever it is, video ideas, comment it down below. I respond to everyone. So let's get straight to the video and let's make our pre-workout meal. Let's do it. All right, so we switched cameras to the iPhone because my actual Sony camera outside, the exposure is awful in the sense that I need to buy an ND filter. If not, it's too bright. Like this is too bright as well, because if you guys don't know, the weather here in Italy is freaking incredible. Like, look at the sky. So like my second meal of the day, which is gonna be my pre-workout meal, is gonna be barbecue burgers. So hamburgers, I'm gonna be using lean beef. The bread is not as lean as I want it to be, but in Italy we don't have that many options compared to my friends in America. So that is what it is. So I'm gonna be making burgers. It's gonna be 600 calories. So I'm gonna let the meat cook a little bit, and then when I flip it, I'm gonna put the buns in. And then so it's gonna be 2 burgers, 1 bun each, 800 calories, really just fucking amazing. So that's gonna be my pre-workout meal, and then I'm gonna work out in like 2 hours-ish. But yeah, just let the food out. So this is the final product. You're probably wondering why haven't I, assembled it. It's because I'm gonna put some sauce. So I've luckily found a low-calorie barbecue sauce that tastes really good. And yeah, so I'm gonna drizzle it all over, and just because it's low in calories doesn't mean I'm not gonna weigh it. I'm gonna weigh everything. So let's do it right now. Distract me from my thoughts, 'cause I am sinking lower, sinking lower. It's getting hard to breathe. Alright, so some of these tips I have mentioned before because they're so good, but we're gonna get straight to it, man. We're not gonna waste any time. So these are my top 5 best tips when it comes to growing your chest, making it look aesthetic and just strong and blah, blah, blah. So that's tip number 1, incline. Always incline. Incline is probably the most important part of the workouts you should be doing, because studies have shown that when you're doing incline barbell, you're hitting the same amount of flat bench part of the flat bench, if that makes sense. So if you're doing incline, you could probably say, okay, what about my lower chest, my middle chest? The truth is, when you're doing incline barbell, you're actually growing it the same way as you would with the flat bench, which technically makes flat bench practically useless, because incline, you're doing the same amount of volume, but you're focusing on the incline part, the upper chest, which is the most aesthetic part. Think about it for a second. What makes a chest aesthetic? When it's flat plated, it just looks big and even. That's what makes it aesthetic. But to achieve that, you need to do incline, and so many people neglect incline chest. That's why they have a droopy man boob. I'm not saying stop doing flat bench. I think flat bench is so fun and it's great to PR and lift heavy in, but I'm also saying incorporate incline dumbbells. If I'm gonna do a flat bench day, I would start with a flat bench, do like a heavy single, and then move on to incline dumbbells. That's, I'm still doing incline work and it's good, but typically I would do incline barbell and incline dumbbells. These are my 2 main workouts. I think dumbbells are objectively better just because you could stretch them better, you could squeeze them better, and you're using both arms, which means you're not gonna be doing any muscle imbalance. But barbell is nice for heavy loads. So So if you're focusing more on strength, obviously the barbell is the way to go. That leads me to my second tip. Controlling the weight is very important. So many people just bully the weight, and I've seen many of my friends actually benching in a very shitty form and just bouncing the weight, which actually does nothing, because you're bouncing the weight and it just bounces up, which means that, you know, half of it is just because you're bouncing it. You should control the negative. So eccentric phase, when you're benching, you want to go slowly down and then push, because that's actually the part where your muscles are actually genuinely growing the most. So this goes for most workouts, but I think barbell is easier to do and the safer way to do. So if you're doing flat bench press or incline barbell, when you're going down, go slowly, because it adds more control, it's safer, and it's a lot harder, so it kind of makes you grow, and the pumps you get are incredible. So I would recommend you do that as well. I typically don't talk about this very much because I believe in strength and hypertrophy, but many people don't do this. Mind muscle connection. Mind muscle connection is important because you don't want to just move the weight, you want to actually feel it. So when I'm doing incline dumbbells, I'm going down slowly and then I'm going up, and I feel my chest being squeezed. I feel it squeezing and I feel it stretching. That means that it's like just working. So you want to do the same thing. Typically you want to do this with lighter weight because it's better to do it with lighter weight. It's easier to feel the weights with lighter weight. Heavier dumbbells, heavier barbells is a lot harder to do, but the lighter the weight, it is better. And obviously make sure you're not doing it too light to the point where you're not feeling anything. Just you know how much you need to do. That's how much you should be doing. That's honestly underrated. When I do this with dumbbells, it feels incredible. Another thing, many people have been messing this up, the actual degrees of the bench. So obviously when it comes to flat bench, we know exactly what to do. Keep it flat. Most benches have flat bench, security thing. But when it comes to incline, many people do the incline too high, which is actually bad because you're doing mostly shoulders. The higher the bench is, the more shoulders are going to be activated. My best recommendation is 30 degrees. 30 degrees is a sweet spot. You hit the incline bench perfectly, and you're not hitting the shoulders enough because you want to focus on the chest. Yes, we'll give the shoulders its attention, but later in his own workout. We don't want it to interfere. Obviously shoulders are going to interfere a little bit, but we want it to focus mostly on the chest. So 30 degrees is the best when it comes to incline movements. So incline dumbbells, incline flies, incline barbells, all of that. 30 degrees, very important. 45 degrees, I've noticed I feel it a little bit my shoulders, and it's a little bit too high, but for me personally, 30 degrees is the move. And my last tip is it's pretty obvious, but many people are not doing it. If you notice that your chest is not growing or is not becoming the way you want it to be, try to increase frequency, because many people train it once a week. You should be training every muscle twice a week because it maximizes growth. It's not too much to the point where you're overtraining, but it's also not too little to the point where you're not undertraining. 2 is the best. I think it's the best. You should do it twice a week, nothing more, nothing less, depending obviously on certain things. And so I typically do push-pull legs, push-pull legs, or push-pull arm, legs, and then push-pull. So I'm hitting it twice a week. So that's practically what I do, and this is what works for me. So anyways, that is the end of the tips part. We're going to be doing the workout soon. I do believe that I want to eat a pre-workout meal first, just to get in more calories, because I do want to do a workout slightly later than usual, which will, it is what it is. But I also want to edit this video that you're going to watch, and yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So that's great. Let's get straight to it.
Where am I going now? Just falling over dreams. Now I'm just so far gone, this isn't what it seems. Taking me so damn long, it's fading from belief. I need to slow this down, it's burning from beneath. Come break this line, this wounds in my own sight. Holding on for what it's worth, my life. And now it's time, I'll make it up the vine. Find my way to giants in the sky. Tonight it comes to life.
So we just drank a post-workout shake, and that was the chest workout. So the video is over, guys. This is how to grow your chest and how to make it look aesthetic, and honestly, it's pretty cool. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, it means a lot to us. It can allow us to make better quality videos. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. If you have any questions, YouTube suggestion videos, or anything, concerns, comment down below. I respond all the time, and if you want, you can follow me on Instagram as well. I'll put the link down below. And yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Peace, boys.